talking shit online.
Good afternoon, everybody. Gonna give you guys a heads up that I am attempting to stream on YouTube as well. So things get a little laggy. Number one, I apologize. Number two, if you guys notice it, let me know, and I will do my best to make adjustments. This is my first time streaming on YouTube. So I don't even know how well that's gonna go. But also my co-streamer Mealcake Jane is going to be late today. So we'll get it all figured out, guys. It is dark and I can't see much here, so and I'm trying to use the wrong controls. Open and run. Run. Open. Did I leave that door open? I did not. Good. Ooh. Alright guys, it's been a couple days. I don't even remember where we parked the car. Smash can't outrun you on a dirt bike. Nice.
She's my best friend. She's a real bad bitch. She's a bad one.
Oh, come on, dude. Oh, there we go.
I'm coming. I don't want to talk anymore.
Oh, you son of a biscuit. You're gonna ruin all the stuff in here. Oh, you didn't. Sweet. Do I have a vest? I do not have a vest. Heck yeah. Alright, chicken, I do not care about you. Always use more ammo. Man, it is really dark. I don't even know if you guys can see anything. I'm struggling to see stuff. Got some 9mm to the face. Oh, no. But you know what? At least somebody took Smash down. Because he always kills me. I say that, like, I friggin' love having Smash on the server. Ooh, a BCU lock. Freak yeah.
The freak, yeah. I'm a real bad bitch.
Like the daytime fog change. Mm-hmm.
Why are you ignoring me?
I'm not ignoring you. I hear you, Dewey.
Uh-huh.
You were singing. What was I supposed to say to that?
Oh. Pay attention to me.
Are you feeling needy today? I was attempting to blow up a mech. He wanted to hunt me, ran to the trader, and then the chase began. Nice. I legitimately don't know where we parked. Wait. Yes, I do. I remember. This car is no match for the woods. Well, I mean, the woods are kind of a pain in the butt. Dewey, you gonna play some Scum today?
I don't know, maybe. Why? Is today when we're doing the event thingy?
No, that's next week. Speaking of the event next week, for those of you who are interested, we are doing a Scum admin event on Sunday, the 30th. The thing about it is that we will be, it's going to be a little bit later than our normal streams for a couple of reasons. One, anybody who wants to participate has a chance to go get geared up. And two, oh, fudge nuggets, our car is gone. But two, I have a church picnic that I'm doing on that day as well. It was in a tunnel. You took it, didn't you? I told Ange that wouldn't be a good place. Oh, okay. That's okay.
So big brain tip for you, Samantha. If you're hiding your car, you shouldn't do it on stream.
Well, we didn't do it on stream. And regardless, it doesn't matter. The door was left open. That's okay. I'll just have to get a new car. That's half the fun anyways. Silver locks do suck. That's why I was so excited about this BCU lock. I was going to go trade it out for the BCU lock. You blew my car up?
That's fucked up.
That's really rude.
That's fucked up.
That's really mean. You make me cry. Nah, but I just have to get a new car. Not a problem. It is what it is.
We're making more salt now.
With those jalapenos?
Only using 2.
Only. Yeah.
Well, we got your dad's 2 big tomatoes. We're using 3 peppers.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 of the little.
Oh, those tomatoes are not right.
That's why they're green tomato.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You okay?
We're making green salt.
Is that how they make green salsa?
Yeah.
I feel like an idiot for not knowing that. But I'm Irish. I'm not Mexican. I try, but I'm too white. This is what happens when you marry into a Mexican family and they're like, we're gonna make this. Oh, I didn't know that's how you did it. I just ordered it at the restaurant. That sounds terrible. I don't mean it terribly. It's just where I'm at in life right now. Before the wipe, I blew someone's up too. Self-proclaimed warlord says otherwise. I mean, it really doesn't matter. We haven't touched Scum in a few days anyway, so there was an equal chance that it had just disappeared anyways. So, because we've gotten a little preoccupied with a couple of other games. Speaking of which, we've been trying out a lot of new games, a couple of new alpha games that have come out and stuff like that, which is really cool, really exciting. There's one more game that is on our to-try list, and I think that we're doing that later this week. So, it'll be fun. It'll be good times. I'm real excited about it. And for anybody who pops on over to YouTube and watches from there, I promise I am checking the chat. But I do not have my second monitor yet, so I have to kind of bounce back and forth between game and YouTube. So I'm not ignoring anybody who decides to go watch from there. I'm just still a baby streamer getting all my stuff together, trying to get my life in order. It's not going well.
Oh, she is a little Bobby. Little Bobby streamer.
A little baby streamer. I mean, I say I'm trying to get my life together. I swear at one point I did have my life together, and then I had 3 kids, and all of a sudden my life is all kinds of crazy now.
Let's be honest. When you thought you had your life together, you didn't have your life together.
No, I did. I was like a badass, mom. Like, my house was always clean. I was always cooking good food and everything like that. And then it's just, I started taking on a lot of stuff. I'm learning to rebalance my life. I say that knowing full well I have to go to bed by 11 o'clock tonight. Because I have to be up at 5. Oh, that's what I meant to do. I was supposed to text and see if we were going. Hold on, I got this.
Major Comcat. He's a real cool cat.
We'll see. I don't think my hubby is listening.
Let's get the regular ones.
Oh, there he is. Who do you talk to?
Eric.
Oh.
Send him out and get some mason jars. He said they're cheap down at the dollar store.
Okay. Can you do me a favor when you're off the phone with him? Can you text Brandon to talk to Jen and see if we're going to the gym in the morning?
Okay.
A fucking robo chick.
I'll give him a text.
Please, thank you. I have some new gym buddies, and it's fun, and it's great. But we're at the gym at 5:30 in the morning, and it's killing me.
Dad didn't see me.
I 100% saw you. I am choosing to ignore you.
Dad didn't.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
love his dad.
hey, I love you so, so much. I need you to get out of the office while I'm streaming. We spend so much time together during the week. This is exactly why, as much as it sucks, I go to the gym at 5:30 in the morning. Because it's about the only time that I can sneak away from children. Because even at bedtime, they're supposed to be in bed sleeping. Do you think they're sleeping? Nah. I ain't doing shit at 5:30. No, okay, so I'm part of this mom group, and it's been fantastic. Like, normally, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm quite a bit of a tomboy. I don't do all the girly stuff. I don't know how to be girly. And so spending time with a lot of females is kind of like not my thing. But I got in touch with this mom group, and it's been...
Yeah, she's going to do in the morning.
Okay, sweet. Same time?
Family hike next week.
Family hike next week?
Yeah, what day? Sunday. Family hike.
Mushrooms.
I have plans Sunday. I'm doing the
I'll take
admin
kids.
event. That's fine. You can do that.
Okay.
But I'm doing the admin event.
Okay. Sam will not make it to that, but
You can't be girly either. Dude, okay, so I had this friend when I lived in Houston. I worked at a gas station, and I mean, he was about as straight as a circle, okay? And I say that very lovingly. Like, I love Mikey to death. And he did a lot of cosplaying. So he made a lot of his own costumes and stuff like that. That man could sew better than me. He did his makeup better than me. Yeah, absolutely. You go do what you gotta do.
Saturday evening.
I can do Saturday evening.
Yeah, we do Saturday evening.
Shonda, while you're
The rain
sipping
in Spain stays mainly in the plane.
it, you'll use it more than I will. I don't like the flavor. It's mango.
Of course. No, but like, he would do his makeup and he would do all this stuff.
Yeah, it's
And it was just like, I would get so jealous of him. He's like, oh yeah, I did this makeup for this event. And I'm like,
like I said, I bought the flavor.
again, I say it lovingly because it was just a constant reminder that I have the girly parts, but I am not as girly as I probably should be.
Okay.
He was great though. I
Yeah,
freaking love that man.
I got it and didn't.
I miss the crap out of him too.
I've only hit off of it like a couple times, so it's almost full.
You should be careful with my injuries. You should be careful not to... No, I'm not going to say what I was thinking. I'm going to be nice, guys. I'm working on being nice.
Here's Johnny.
Hi, Grizzy.
It's Mountain Dew flavored. It's not as good as the.
I know it's you every time because you always use that sound.
One Gabe's got.
How's it going, Grizz? I'm good with that. At least I know it's you. Although, watch, somebody's going to use it, and I'm going to be like, oh, hey, Grizz, and Grizz is going to be on vacation or some shit, not even close to his computer. And as for how I'm doing today, I'm doing fan-freaking-tastic. I am streaming on YouTube live for the first time. We will see how it goes. Probably terribly, because I've never done it before, and I don't have my second monitor yet because I decided getting married was more important than a monitor. I am multi-streaming or attempting to. Well, like I said, we'll see how it goes. I figured I'd try it for shits and gigs and maybe make something work. I don't know. Other than that, I had church this morning. Church was fan-freaking-tastic. I had my daughter and my youngest son with me for church today. They had fun. And, dude, okay, so I wish I could have gone for a monitor over getting married. But honestly, So I promised my mom that I wouldn't get married without her there again. She was only here for a couple of weeks. On top of that, have you seen how much it costs to get married now? It's freaking ridiculous. Like, it makes no freaking sense why people spend so much money on freaking weddings. Like, I love my man, and I am so excited to be married, but let's be honest, the wedding is about us. Hey, dude, okay, so I don't know if you guys saw what I posted on Twitter, but I posted about how, like, hey, sorry if I'm missing your guys' stream. I'm really tired. Like, my sleep schedule's messed up. And I posted that because I fell asleep on the couch at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then Wayne woke me up at 11 and said, hey, go to bed, because if you sleep on the couch, your back's going to hurt in the morning because I'm old. And so I go to bed, except because I woke up in the middle of the night, I'm wide awake now because he didn't just let me sleep. So then I was up till 3 trying to go back to sleep because I knew I had church in the morning and I didn't want to miss it. And yeah, so my sleep schedule is just all kinds of messed up. So if y'all are streaming and I'm normally in your stream and I'm not there, I am so sorry. I promise I'm not ignoring you. I'm literally just like a mess of a human right now. I mean, let's be honest, I'm a mess of a human every day, but especially now with me getting up early to go to the gym and trying to be on a decent sleep schedule, which is not happening because now I'm just randomly falling asleep because I've been at the gym. But it's fine. It's fine. We got this, right? Maybe. So yeah, that's my life right now. Other than that, just waiting for Mule Cake Jane to be able to get on so we can get into some shenanigans on Scum. No idea what we're doing today besides maybe trying to find a new car since somebody, John Doe, took our car. So yeah. Oh, hey, Gant. I know you're still there, John. That's why I said it the way that I did. Right back. Sweet. You know, and the thing is I really want to support as many people as I can, but I also have to be realistic in the fact that, like, I'm working out again and I'm getting up early and my body is adjusting to that. So as much as I'd love to tell people, like, oh, hey, like, I'm totally gonna be there to do this thing or support you in this thing, like, I have to be realistic in my expectations because I have a habit of overstretching myself and then screwing myself over in the long run, because I'm a people pleaser and it's one of my faults, and I'm working on that. I'm trying to, you know, as crappy as it makes me feel, I'm trying to put myself first, and that's hard. Yeah. No, and I mean, and I get it. And I tell people that all the time. I'm one of those people that, like, you call me and you tell me, hey, I can't do this thing because I've got this other thing going on. I'm like, fuck yeah, go take care of you. Go do what you gotta do. And then when it comes to me taking care of me, I'm like, nah, it's fine. I can totally be Superwoman and, you know, take care of all these things, even though I'm in my 30s. It's probably why you're so good at your job. And Grizz, I feel it so bad. It's like, I can give the advice. Good luck getting me to follow the advice because, well, dude, I'm gonna be 32 this week, guys. Speaking of which, Dylan,
Yo.
I called you on your birthday, right?
No.
I didn't call you on your birthday? Are you sure?
Positive.
Dylan, happy birthday. I'm so sorry. I'm the worst sister ever. I love you so much.
I mean, it's fine.
No, okay. You have no idea how bad I feel about this because right around his birthday, I called him and said, "Hey, I need you to drive up to my house and officiate my wedding." But I didn't wish him a happy birthday. I am so sorry, Dylan. You're like the best brother ever. Wait, I'll have to do those. Yeah, it's my booty. Nobody else gets to touch it. Dylan. Dylan,
Yo,
I love you.
love you too.
I'm so sorry
For what?
for not wishing you a happy birthday on your birthday.
It's fine.
No, it's not. I'm supposed to be the nice sister. Grizzle says happy birthday, Dylan.
Thank you. I mean, you're like 20 days late, but
I know. And okay, so, and I had this great idea for a birthday present for you, and I apparently put it in my cart on Amazon and then didn't buy it. So I'm ordering it on August 1st, and I promise you you're getting it. And I'm really excited about it because it's this really cool like safety kit for your motorcycle. It's got like wheel patches and it's got flares and cones and like all this stuff. They're like all like collapsible and shit to go on your bike since you have a motorcycle too. So I was really excited about it. And I done fucked that up. I love you.
love you too.
You realize I'm gonna feel terrible about this for like the next 2 months, right?
Of course.
That's why you're okay with me being late, because you know I'm gonna punish myself. You have to look up your own age. Okay, literally, I have to remember Wayne's age for him because he doesn't remember it ever. He'll be like, yeah, I'm 36. No, babe, you just turned 34. Okay, the worst part is it's on my phone. I know, church. Like I said, I'm a terrible human being. Oh, dude, Wayne doesn't do the math. He goes, why do that when I have a wife now? She could do the math for me.
I mean, when he's not wrong, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's a little stinker. Okay, so the thing is I remember Dylan's birthday because it's in the same month as mine. I remember Wayne's birthday because it's in the same month as mine. I remember my kids' birthdays, no problem. I remember my bio sister's birthday because it's the same as mine, same month as mine. My stepsister, I know when it is, but I always have to double check. My nephews and my niece, I have to double check. You murder phones? Why do you murder phones? What are you doing to your poor phones, church? Like I'll fling that shit across the warehouse like 3 times a
Why you
day.
ask so many questions?
I mean, I feel that too. I've worked in warehouses, except I couldn't have my phone with me when I worked in the warehouse because I worked with ammo and explosives at the time. And so I couldn't have it on me. But I definitely flung other things across the warehouse multiple times. Especially once I picked up Corporal and I had Marines that didn't want to listen to me. I had to get a better case because of the same issue. Discord speaking. Mine is the 28th of this month. I will be 32 years old. Doesn't feel like it, but I will be. There are days where I still feel like I'm like 25, and then there are days where I feel like I'm 60. And it's fantastic. Like oh my God, yesterday. We went to the beach yesterday, okay? And where Wayne parked was really, really far away from the beach, right? And I wasn't paying attention. I was in a grumpy mood. Wayne was purposely trying to start an argument because we don't argue. And sometimes that drives me nuts because, like, I'll be real mad at him, right? And I'll be like, you did this thing and it pissed me off. And he'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that pissed you off. What do you want me to work on about that? And I'm like, no, like, just fucking argue with me. And he won't. Because I don't know. Like, we have both tried to start an argument. We've been together 2 years now, and we have yet to have an actual argument, and we're trying. Like, we're trying to cause an argument, right?
Get it out of the way.
Dude, just, like, I want to feel normal, except I don't. And so he asked me to pull the GPS up to get us to the lake that we were going to. And I pulled the GPS up and I'm like, hey, you're going to take a right turn here. And he goes, all right, cool. I'm not going to take that turn. I'm going to go straight. Okay. All right, cool. You're going to go straight through this intersection. And then like, no, I'm not going straight through this intersection. I'm going to turn left. And I'm like, okay, why? You had a close one in Skirmish. It was hilarious because you were both being too nice. Yes, we did. No, but like he wouldn't listen to me. I'm like, why did you have me pull the GPS up if you weren't gonna fucking listen to what the GPS said? Well, because I don't want to go that way. Well, then why'd you have me pull up the GPS? So I'm in a. Remember when you kept blowing up his minds? Yes, I do. Now I just want to talk things out, but she's still used to me being bullheaded. You know, and my late husband, I mean, he 100%, like, him and I argued over everything. And then, like, with Wayne, there's no argument. It's literally, hey, let's talk this through, right? So he was trying to start an argument with me yesterday with the GPS, except I wasn't in the mood to argue. It was annoying me because we were supposed to go to the beach and we had our timing off on what we were going to do. And then we hit traffic because there was an accident. Luckily, nobody, died in the accident. We saw everybody. They were good. But it was just like one thing after another. So I was just irritated, not really in the mood to argue. So I get the brilliant idea that I'm going to leave my shoes in the car so that I don't have to worry about it while we're down on the beach, except we parked further from the beach than I thought. So the bottoms of my feet were blistering by the time we got there, right? And I was in such a bad freaking mood. I was like, dude, you could have parked closer. And he's like, oh, well, we normally park far away. I was just, trying to, like, you're always saying we need to get more exercise in. This way we're walking more. And of course he's using logic and he's using my own words against me. So I can't even be mad at him because normally I would 100% be like, yeah, let's park further away. We can walk up there. Like, our legs work, but they're not broken. And it was just frustrating. But there was no argument to it because it was just, one, it's logic. Two, I wasn't in the mood to argue. And three, I was tired and my feet hurt. Plus side is when we got home, like, as awkward as it is, I was lathering the crap out of my feet with aloe. I fell asleep with aloe on my feet. I woke up this morning and I could walk, and it was great. But I couldn't friggin' walk yesterday. On the way back, I had to use Wayne's shoes to get back to the car. And then he's walking, he goes, "Oh man, this cement really sucks." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now you see why I wasn't too happy. It's great. My sister tells me that I could start a sitcom based on my life, and I don't think she's entirely wrong, because we get into some, like, stupid ass shenanigans. Like, you look at the stuff that happens in my life and you're like, who wrote this for you? It's great. But you know what? It makes for funny stories, and I get a kick out of it later because, you know, funny stories. It's fun times. Just give me a call. Start complaining about that. Like, does life always have to be a fucking movie? Those are some first world problems there. But you know what? I can't really complain. I got 3 amazing kiddos. I've got a family. Dude, my stomach schedule is so messed up right now because I'm actually taking my medications consistently now. And I'm on probiotics because I don't have a gallbladder. And, freak yeah. I just need tires. But yeah, no, yeah, we were talking about that. And I mean, the thing is I'm really excited for her because she's going to feel so much better afterwards. But I also know, like, how frustrating it is initially when you're dealing with it. So, I mean, she's going to be super grateful when it's done and over with. But the recovery time's going to suck. And recovery time for upper right? Okay, so I dealt with mine for in total about 4 years. But the problem with mine was I was dealing with endometriosis, fibroids, a undiagnosed heart condition, and the gallstones all at the same time. So for me, it was, and now keep in mind, I'm somebody who will fire a doctor at the drop of a hat if need be. Like, if you're not doing what I need done, then you're gone. I don't play the game. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, maybe they'll figure it out. Like, no, if you keep telling me it's all in my head, I'm going to fire you. I'm going to find a new doctor. Because I know my body, I know what's wrong, and I spent my 25th, 26th birthday in the hospital, in the ER, because my gallbladder was acting up, and they couldn't figure out what it was, and because my gallbladder was acting up, it was messing with other things, and they wanted to give me pain meds and discharge me, and I don't react well to pain meds. I absolutely cannot take morphine. It makes me angry and itchy, and I get combative.
Oh, you found it? Never mind.
And they're like, oh, we want to give you morphine. And I kept telling them, like, you do not want to give me morphine. Like, you will not like me. I've had 6 surgeries, and at most, I've had Tylenol 3s afterwards. Yeah. It's rough when you're dealing with the healthcare system, especially as a female. Like, I don't know what it is. We have burn gel now. Dilly,
Yo, what?
there's burn gel.
What?
In Scum, there's burn gel now.
Burn gel, huh?
Yeah. Bado. We love you. I wouldn't necessarily say that we're rock stars. I think it's literally we've just gotten tired of getting this shit out of the stick, and we're like, nah, this ain't gonna work anymore. Like, I legitimately didn't grow a backbone in terms of dealing with doctors until I was pregnant with my daughter. My first 2 pregnancies, I got pregnant on birth control. So I was attempting not to have kids at the time. I was active duty. I was freshly married. I did not want to deal with having kids yet. And God had other plans for me, apparently, because back-to-back pregnancies, we lost the first one and then immediately got pregnant with my daughter. And they did, the normal blood work stuff, and they came back and they're like, hey, we need to have your daughter checked out. Your blood work came back weird. So I go to the it was Balboa Hospital in Southern California, and I go there, and they did an amniocentesis where they take some of the amniotic fluid and test it, and they call me and they tell me that my daughter has Edwards syndrome. And Edwards syndrome is a chromosomal defect, means that your children with Edwards syndrome don't see their first birthday. So I'm 6 months pregnant with my daughter, and they're telling me, we have to terminate this pregnancy. Your daughter isn't going to survive. She's going to have this and that. And I'm telling the doctor, I'm like, no, like, 1, I don't think that's right. But 2, even if it is, like, if she's only going to live to be a year old, I'm going to give her the best year of her life, right? And so then they call me and they're like, hey, we made a mistake. Your daughter has Down syndrome. And I'm like, okay, well, Down syndrome's workable. People deal with Down syndrome every day. So I started getting books on Down syndrome. I'm like, dude, I'm going to learn everything there is about Down syndrome. My kid's going to be freaking fantastic. It's going to be great. And then they call me and they say, never mind, she has Turner syndrome, which is another chromosomal defect that only females can get. So I do all the research on Turner syndrome. I have books upon books about this. I'm talking to the geneticist, everything like that. And keep in mind, the hospital's still pushing for me to terminate my pregnancy. And I'm like, nah, like, it's not going to happen. This is my kid. I'm not terminating it. And then she's born, and she has nothing, absolutely freaking nothing wrong with her. Perfectly healthy. I was so mad. I was like, So after that, I started getting second opinions on everything. And yeah, I hadn't heard of Edwards syndrome or Turner syndrome until that happened. And so I'm just like, what in the world were the chances that my kid has these and, stuff like that. But like I said, she was born with no issues. Not a single problem. She was perfectly healthy. She's tiny, but I'm the tallest female in mine and my late husband's family by a minimum of an inch. Everybody else is short. My mother comes up to my chin, So her being tiny, that's genetic. There's no changing it, Yeah, I mean, I 100% was not going to yield on that. And I pissed a lot of doctors off because after she was born, I went and got like 5 different opinions. Um, and I mean, my poor kid, she got poked and prodded a lot, but I went through and I was like, I want other doctors to look at her. I want to make sure that what's being said is what's true, because I'm not going to sit here and get 2 years into her life and find out that she has this rare disease and, I just screwed her up for life because I wasn't treating it, stuff like that. And she was perfectly fine. She was perfectly healthy. And I mean, she's 11 years old now. She's spunky. She's going through puberty, so she's got an attitude. And we're learning how to, regulate emotions and stuff like that. I mean, typical preteen stuff. But other than that, she's no problem. And so now, because of that, anytime a doctor says something that just doesn't sit right with me, I get a second opinion. Because I'm not going through the roller coaster of emotions that I went through with my daughter. And, when I had to wrap it back around to why I started about talking about this, the gallbladder and everything, when I started having those issues and the doctors kept sending me home and, trying to pump me full of pain meds just to be like, oh, you're fine, it's all in your head. I was like, no, see, it's not all on my head. And I went through 3 different doctors before they finally started testing for things. And I ended up with a cardiologist, an OBGYN who was looking at all of that stuff, and then a GI doctor, and they were like, oh man, you're messed up. And I'm like, see, not in my head. My body hates me. And like, I'm constantly, like, if people go through and they're like, oh, we're having this problem or that problem or whatever, I'm like, dude, get a second opinion. Go get a second opinion. You have to remember that the doctors work for you, and if they want to keep getting your money, they better be doing their job correctly and not just doing it to get the money. Like, if money is their only concern, bullshit, doctors. Move on. That's also me being, like, really freaking stubborn and not wanting to deal with idiots. I don't deal with idiots well. I try. It's just, it doesn't work. You're right, this isn't phantom hysteria. I need to fix that. Thanks, Rakita. I mean, honestly, getting a second opinion is, first of all, every doctor should know that that's a possibility, that somebody's going to be like, hey, I don't like how you're doing this, I don't like how you're treating me, I'm going to go get a second opinion. But, oh, we're going to do this to me now. Cool. We got this. Rakita's the best. I freaking love her. There we go. It's fixed now. Alrighty, so for those of you who have just joined, I am playing Scum, not Phantom Hysteria. Waiting for my co-streamer, Mealcake Jane, to come on. And, hey, Gris, can you do me a favor and do a shout out for Rakita for me? Also would like to do a shout out for Rakita for catching that mistake on my stream because she's freaking amazing. If you don't already, you should go follow Rakita because she's freaking fantastic. Her and her hubby play it together a lot, and they are just an awesome duo. They're adorable, and they'll totally make your day worth it.
It's not so good.
Where are you guys going? I have a house full, guys, so I'm sorry if the background's loud. Wayne and his sister are making salsa and doing all kinds of stuff in the kitchen, and my kids are apparently just being allowed to run wild. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on in my house right now. And apparently all the kids got a bunch of snacks and they're taking them to their rooms. So I don't know. It's Dad's time to parent.
Come, bitch.
Wholesome background noise. Honestly, I love my life. I really do. It gets crazy and hectic, and there are days where I want a vacation from my life, but the majority of the time it's friggin' fantastic. And my kids are the friggin' best. Where are you at, Noisy? I hear you. I'm on a mission for tires for my new car. And it's really not noisy at your house, Rakita. Like, whatever you do with your noise settings and stuff, your mic settings, cancels 99% of the background out. I can't tell if it cancels any of my background out, but yeah, I mean, you got that shit down locked. Alrighty, so Meal Cake Jane is going to be running really late today. She's taking care of some personal stuff, so she will be on when she can. For now, looks like y'all got me. Sorry, you're stuck with me. There's always the baby. Miss Rachel playing in the background of my 10-year-old. I'm shocked y'all didn't hear anything. No, really, don't hear anything. Damn it, I'm Well, at least you're honest with me, Grislow. That's all I can ask for. Oh no, what did I do? Why are you doing that? I broke my phone. Because, you know, me and technology are tight. Yeah, I wouldn't do that, but you also know I'm brutally honest. Yeah, you are. So I noticed this thing that I started doing when I'm streaming. So when I first started streaming, I was like all stiff and like, you know, oh hey, game stuff, only game stuff, you know, and like I'm getting more comfortable streaming, I guess. So now I'm getting weird on the stream. So I'm going to apologize to all y'all for that as well, because I'm a weird ass person. It's gonna be spicy as shit.
No,
I don't.
it's really good.
Okay.
It's like evened out, really big. It's really good, right? You want me to do this here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you it was really good. Like evened out really good, not too spicy, not too.
Yeah, no, that blended out
Told
good.
you. Yeah, we mixed habanero stuff with that one, so it came out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Gonna set that aside, otherwise I'm just gonna sit here and eat it. Okay. 100%. They need spell check. 2. I mean, I only apologize because some people don't like my personality, and you know, sucks to be them because I'm freaking awesome, and I make other people feel normal. And 3. I love being part of a Mexican family. As you can see, I am muy blanco, and I love. I was gonna say that was 100% perfect in placement because it just kind of like proved the point. And thanks, Gint. I'm goofy and weird. And like I said, I make people feel normal, and it's great. Hello, for those who have just joined. You came in at a very funny point talking about how weird I am. Yes. I am currently playing Scum. My co-streamer is running a little bit late today because of personal issues. So she will be here whenever she can. Other than that, I am on the hunt for tires for a car. We'll see how long it takes for me to truck these things back and forth. Hopefully I can find them. I also need a car jack. I should apologize for those who can't handle my weird. All right, so I did the majority of my growing up in the Midwest, right? We don't speak Spanish up here. There's very few Hispanics up here. And not that there's anything wrong with speaking Spanish. It's just not a language that is predominantly. Yes. Yes, 100%. Because that would be freaking awesome. But so I didn't learn Spanish, and I lived in Texas for a few years. So we moved to Texas when I was in high school. I graduated high school, joined the Marine Corps, and then moved back to Texas because that's where my husband was from. And I was working at the gas station. I was doing the weekend overnights. And of course, this is Houston, Texas. There's a lot of Hispanics, and I was really, really struggling to learn Spanish. Like, I was trying. I really was. I was trying because I wanted to be able to, you know, deal with these customers. Yeah, absolutely. And so I'm trying, and I had one particular customer that would show up every single day, and he would just like word vomit in Spanish, and I couldn't understand what he was saying, but he would always speak so fast that like even the words that I did understand, I was struggling to understand. And so I got in so much trouble for this. I was told I couldn't do it, but I would start answering him with "Mi pantalones están en fuego." My pants are on fire. And that was pretty much the only phrase that I knew. I know a bit more now, but it's still very, very sparse. And he would get so mad at me, and he'd start yelling at me in Spanish, and I know he's yelling at me, but I don't understand what he's saying, and I felt bad. Yes, my pants are on fire. And it was just my boss, my manager came up to me and she was like, "You can't do that." And I was like, "That's just..." Oh, Lord, Grizz. See, I've learned a bit more since then. Es muy piquito español. Inglés, por favor. I could do a little bit more. But yeah, it was rough. And like I said, I got into a lot of trouble. That's ridiculous, and I'm here for it, and I love it. Oh, I've got a C2. I should probably take care of that. Or, un cerveza, por favor. I've also been learning sign language with the kids. And sign language is really hard because their grammar structure is a little different. But I have specifically been learning other languages with the kids because I think it's important. Like having a language barrier is really hard. My brain is just so freaking stubborn and just doesn't want to learn. And I try and I try, and it's a pain. But it's worth it once you start getting it all down, and I'm kind of getting there. That, and one of the ways that I got my kids to agree to learn sign language was I was like, you can talk crap about people and they won't know that you're talking crap unless they speak, unless they can read sign, and most people can't. Most people don't bother to learn it. So it's great. As soon as they realized they could trash talk people, they were like, "Yeah, let's learn sign language." I'm raising great kids, guys. Yeah, absolutely. You do you, boo. As you can see, I'm so angry by the fact that people have lives outside of my streams. Got fires. It's gonna happen. Grr, anger, punch, kill, for real. I'm just such an angry person all the time. What's that? Huh? It's num num. What kind of num num? Is it the salsa? Yeah. I got my own salsa. I'm just not eating it because I feel weird eating on screen while I'm gaming.
Because you're weird.
I am weird. I'm good with being weird.
You're fucking weirdy.
Yes. Speaking of being weird, in case none of y'all saw, did you see this cup that my mom got me for my birthday? It's a Ravenclaw cup because I'm a nerd. I love it. It makes me so happy. Because my mom is awesome, and she knows I'm nerdy and I'm weird, and I like weird things.
You're a weirdo, and you're super weird.
Yes, sir, I am. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I'm writing my I'm officially writing my first book, right? And I've been working on it, and I'm really close to the end. And I keep saying I'm close to the end, but the problem that I'm having now is I've reached a bit of a block. Like, I need to start wrapping things up, but I'm not 100% sure how to do it. So I'll open the document and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna work on it today. Like, that's gonna be my focus all day. And then I find myself getting distracted very easily, and it's my way of like procrastinating because I'm like, I have no freaking clue how I'm gonna end this. Like, how am I gonna get, huh?
What part of the story are you on?
Like, the ending.
Well,
Like, we reached the climax.
For a second book, right?
Huh?
You know you can leave it open for a second book, right?
So, the way this storyline is, I don't think it's gonna lead to a second book. This is pretty, like, that I don't know what else. Unless I switched point of views. No, but see, it can't end how it began because my character has grown so much that, and like, it's, so to give you kind of an idea of what's going on, the main character, I should end how it ends. Well, the main character is in a grief spiral at the beginning of the story. Her fiance has passed away. It's a year afterwards. She's still not getting over it. She's still not like moving forward. And then there's these murders in the town, and she kind of gets pulled into the plot line. And because of being pulled into this, it's kind of what helps kind of push her towards dealing with her grief, you know, because now she's got so much going on that she can't ignore and she can't just push to the side anymore. And which is great, but it's kind of hard to circle back to that. I know ultimately, I know what the prologue is going to be. Not the prologue, epilogue. I know what the epilogue is going to be. So I know ultimately how it's going to end. I'm in that in between where we're at the climax of the story. It has to get to the point where the epilogue's at. And the epilogue just makes sense storyline wise. And it's just, I don't know. I'm frustrating myself, and I know I'm overthinking it, which causes a lot of problems because, you know, I'm overthinking, but and it'll happen. It'll come to me when it needs to. I just gotta be patient. I just don't do well with patience because I'm like, I want to be done with this because this is my rough draft and I still need to go back and, you know, make adjustments and organize stuff.
And you want to move on to your next book.
Well, okay, so this is gonna sound really, really weird for people who don't typically write. And I thought it was a weird concept until I realized it's how I write. So I open the Word document and I just start typing. It's like I'm daydreaming, and whatever it is that I'm daydreaming is what's going out on the paper. And that just, it sounds kind of weird, but that's just how I write. That's how the story comes to me. And it's a good place for my rough draft, but then I have to go back and I have to clean it up. I have to clean up the, you know, present tense versus past tense, and I need to, you know, add some more detail here, take some detail out there, maybe change some of the dialogue here based on, you know, what happens later on in the story, that sort of thing. But that's just kind of how I work, and it's weird, but it works for me, so I'll take it. I end up with some really interesting stories that way. Fix the grammar robot. You know, truth be told, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Have a bot fix it. That's really friggin' smart. I'll have to look into that. That would make editing a heck of a lot easier because I'm not paying for an editor. Right? You know, this will be my first official book, and yeah, I don't feel like paying for an editor. I'm cheap. Okay, you say that, but erotic fan fictions are like really popular. I mean, it's not my thing. It's not my go-to. I don't read them. I don't do it. But yeah, no, trust me. I'll let everybody know when it's out. I have so I have a contract with Barnes and Noble. They're going to be the ones publishing for me. And I'll get a few books. Like, I'm only requesting a small handful of books for me to like hand out and stuff because I don't know, it feels kind of weird. I'm on you, but tell me more. Um, no, I'm excited about it, and I think me being excited about it is part of the reason why I'm having writer's block right now is because I'm just like, I want to be done. I want to be done. I want to see my book on the shelf. Like, that's going to be so exciting and so cool. And I think because of that, I'm giving myself writer's block because I'm, so focused on the end goal. I'm not focusing on what's happening right now. Oh, mistakes were made. Let's see if we can get out of this. Dang it. Dang it. Go away! Nobody invited you. I didn't invite you to the party. You know, if I die because of you, I'm going to be very upsetty skitty. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Oof. Alright. Although I'm using, I think, tequila.
Tequila! Hey, hey, tequila!
Oh my God, church. No. No, no, no. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. Oh, Lord. Hey, I am streaming. There's a whole ass other parent going to get. Like, full on secondhand embarrassment. Oh, no, no, no. I will shut this stream down. I will turn it off. Lord. Well, maybe. Hold on. Hey, put that in rags. That's alright. That's walk the rest of the way home. 100%. I will. So I like. Okay. There is one portion of my book where it gets a little spicy, right? Except I'm gonna have to go back and actually make it spicy. I just wrote kind of like, essentially, it's gonna get spicy here, right? Um,
Okay, frick.
and the problem is that I have my mom reading my rough drafts to help me kind of like fine tune some stuff. And I was getting ready to write it, and I was like, I can't let my mom read this. Like, my mom's gonna be like, what in the world? And so I like stopped myself from writing it, and like it was just I was so awkward to myself. Like I knew it was really awkward. And I sent the copy to my mom and she's reading it. And she goes, why didn't you put more detail here? And I'm like, because you're my mom and you're reading it. Like that's just fucking weird. And that's just how awkward I am as a person. It's great. There is going to be a whole last chapter. She's going to be like, oh, okay then. My character just shit out some scissors, guys. It's great. Like, and bless my mom too, because she's just so, like, chill about everything. She's friggin' awesome. And there's awkward ass Sam going, please don't read that part. Like, legitimately, I'm so awkward about what I'm writing that, like, Wayne will come by and he'll walk by my computer while I'm working, and I'm like, please don't fucking read this. And he'll be like, why? And I'm like, just please don't read it. Like, you're making me nervous. You're gonna read it and be like, that's so stupid. He's like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, yeah, but I feel like you are, so you can't read it. He's like, I'm sure it's fantastic because you're writing it. I'm like, oh, that's really sweet. Stay the fuck over there because I don't want you to read this. It's great. I'm normal. Adjacent. Yay, finally. Alright. I am going to take a quick break, guys, so that I can go potty and shove my face real quick because I'm hungry. Um, but I will be right back in just a few moments and get right back to looking for tires for my car. Good luck. Yeah, thanks.
I'm still here.
Alrighty, and I'm back. Thanks for being patient, guys. I greatly appreciate it. We need all of the garages. Check cars too, because I can get a jack from cars. If I'm lucky.
Red, orange, yellow, green,
Yellow or green. My kids crack me up.
blue, and purple. Red, orange, yellow, green,
I need a jack so I can steal this tire.
blue, and
And get my car up and running before John Doe or Smash hop on and buy my car. True statement. Because they be car thieves.
Boo Channon.
For dinner. We're gonna eat it for dinner.
I hear you, chicken. I ain't got time for you. So just move along, little doggy.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Uh.
We're gonna use salsa, with some of that chip beef, and then make like taco bowls or something.
Okay. Yes, on the oh, okay, so there's a tire here. Which side? That side. That I could steal. But I need a jack for it first. So we gotta find a jack. We'll find it. I'm not worried. Be prepared for the beepers. I don't hear anything yet, but Jack. Oh, probably double. Better beating sick too. I would hope so. Okay, so the problem is right now I'm using a sword, which the katanas are better than the swords. The swords are like almost blunt, and they're not great. And I have a gun. I'd just rather not use the gun because the problem with the guns is they're loud and I don't have a suppressor. So without the suppressor, I tracked all the friggin' puppets. And it's annoying as crap. Money.
Read his favorite novel.
What I'm trying to do is get my fame points up enough to be able to go to the trader and just buy the shit I need, but that's gonna be a minute. So we're gonna go off the beaten path a little bit, go check out a couple areas that I don't normally go. A blunted sword, right? Right? Yeah, it's annoying. But it is what it is. It's what I'm working with at the moment, and it's better than nothing. So, now, if I could find... I should have grabbed that barbed wire when I saw it. But if I could find a baseball bat, and if I have barbed wire, you can craft those together, and that works really well. And obviously, guns with suppressors are the number one go-to. You hop into a building, shoot through the window, they stack up against the window, and then you don't have to worry about them chasing you down. It's great. It's gonna be fun. This game makes you struggle, which is both amazing and frustrating all at the same time. Just jogs along forever. Yeah. So, you'll see the, well, I don't know why I'm pointing at my screen as if you can see me pointing at it. The stamina bar in the bottom left-hand corner. When I took my break, I had my character lay in a bed because I was getting accumulated fatigue, so it wasn't going back up to 100% every time I, rested. So I have to do that every once in a while. That's something they implemented in the game. And initially it was really annoying because they didn't get the timing down right. It was basically you could play for 3 hours and then spend the next 4 to 5 hours watching your character lay down and attempt to regain stamina. And it was really annoying. But they've kind of readjusted it and it's a lot better. Also, if you log out while laying down in a bed, the time that you're logged out counts towards rebuilding that stamina, and that's really nice too. Because then You can just keep running and running and running and chugging along.
Chug along, chug along, chug.
And I mean, truth be told, I don't mind running around the map. It takes forever. And like if you're trying to do certain things, like it can be annoying, but it builds up certain things. Like these are getting there. Hey Dro, how are you? How was vacation? Looks like you guys had some fun from the few pictures that I saw on Twitter. I've been good. I've been good. Working on a new sleep schedule because I agreed to start working out with a friend. Church. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Church. You're freaking awesome. Hey, Grizzer Rakito. Rakito. Wow, Rakita. Can we get a shout out for Church? Oh, you already did it. Look at you, Rakita. I freaking love you. Even if I do accidentally say your name wrong, because I'm a blonde.
I like the name Rakito. It sounds like taquitos, and those are delicious.
It sounds like taquito. Y'all are all awesome. Seriously, I freaking love you guys. So hello to those who have just joined. I am currently on the search for car parts so that I can fix this car up and be able to drive it. So I need, what is that thing called? A jack. And I need tires. Unless I find something better. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here on Scum for right now until my co-streamer Mule Cake Jane gets on. And then we'll see what other shenanigans we decide to get into. I think eventually we may end up spending a session just building a base. Maybe. But until then, this is what I got. Although I just found a red car. Is this one workable? If so, I'll take the red car. I prefer the Lakias, but the Volkswagen... Oh, no. Nope. This one's just as broke. Might just have to harass y'all. Hey, you know what? You're welcome anytime, even if you are, you know, mean to us in-game. I hear John Doe gave you a run for your money the other day. Although Doe's on my stinker list right now. Grizzy! Rakita, I'm gonna need another shout out, darling. Thank you, Grizz. You guys are friggin' awesome. I love you guys so much. And you guys know you don't have, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna say no. It's not like I'm, you know, dumb. But you guys don't have to. Grizz, you want to explain the subscriptions? I don't really know how to explain it outside of like it supports the streamers. It's a way for the streamers to get paid basically. And people can get their own. It does give you a little hand. You get a nice little zombie hand to go next to your thing. Yeah. What Grizzly says. Oh my word. What is with everybody today? Y'all are killing me. I have some sub-only emotes. Angie made them for me. Y'all are killing me today. Like, the amount of secondhand embarrassment that I've got from you guys in chat is amazing. Y'all crack me up, though. I don't know what I'd do without y'all. I'd be... Okay. I can't really say that because I'd probably still be talking the same amount. It would just only be to myself, and that's just not as fun.
In fact, it's a little weird.
I mean, at least I'm honest. Nobody can say that I lied to them. And you're right, it would be weird. Which is why I enjoy having people in chat, because then I don't sound weird. Still look weird, but I don't sound weird. When are we doing game night again, Dewey?
I have no idea. I was thinking about coming up this weekend, and then things happened.
That's fair. That's fair. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
The only reason I'm being... Huh?
You started a sentence and then you
Yeah,
stopped.
and then I finished it because I didn't know how to end it.
Ah, okay. That's fair. I get that. I
lost
do that a
the
lot.
words. The words decided to flutter off with the wind.
I said, screw you. I don't care. I found a ghillie.
What?
I found a ghillie top.
Oh, I thought you said you found a dilly. I'm like, I'm not even in game.
Someone's like, bitch, you thought? I ain't found shit. Ooh, give me one while you're up. She says, knowing that he physically can't, but it's funny to say anyways. They are some nice tents. I kind of want one IRL. There's a grown-up side and a kid side, and the kids can fuck off over there. I say that. We have a camper now. Speaking of which, I keep promising the kids that they can have like a sleepover in the camper, and I think I'm gonna have to do that this week while it's still all plugged in. Kids have their own beds in the camper, and it's great. We also have a tent that we can take us with us when we go camping. Set the tent up outside of the camper, and the kids can sleep there and not be up my butt.
This is one of the hundreds from the back, and you can see that it is a kind of a built-in decorative feature.
It is intense. Hey, no screen sniping. I see that you logged in. No screen sniping. That's cheating. Smashes in my chats. I do what I want. It's a Dewey getting on too. Yay!
No, I'm playing Wasteland 3.
You're such a friggin' liar. It pops up on my screen when you hop into games.
Okay, well, I'm telling you it's wrong because I'm still playing Wasteland 3.
It said you were getting on Scum, so who's lying? The game or the Dewey? I know, you have to pee, because...
I mean, I set Scum to update.
Oh.
Because it's been a minute since I've updated.
That's fair. You have so many badges, Grizz. I think he needs 3 more. Right. If only Kick allowed for that. I think 4 is the max.
Updating. Now I'm getting on Scum.
Nice.
Because I need to start prepping.
Well, you'll be on the admin side, so you'll have gear given to you at the beginning. Exactly. Collecting all the badges. Gotta catch them all. Oh, collect them all. Same thing.
Alright. How do I want to build this?
Yeah, I know it tastes funny, but it's better than nothing, and you'll stop telling me that you're hungry. Catch them, collect them. I don't play Pokemon. Hey, I do. I love Pokemon Go.
It's a Pokemon. It's a real bad Pokemon.
Badgemon. Okay, so to be fair, the main reason that I love Pokemon is, or Pokemon Go, is that it gives me something to do. Is that a real Pokemon? No, it's not a real Pokemon. It sounds more like a Digimon. If anybody remembers that show. Speaking of which, I showed. See, Church had the same thought I did. I showed my kids Digimon for the first time, and my youngest was like, "This is so cool," and my daughter's sitting there going, "The graphics really suck." I'm like, "Yeah, it's an old show. Shut up. Like, cut them some slack." Came out in the 90s. You're such a boomer. You are a boomer. I'm just gonna start doing that now. Whenever you say something, Grizz, I'm just gonna be like, whatever, boomer. Okay, boomer.
Haha, cack boomer.
Digimon. Yes, it is a very good show. Ooh, okay. I have to pull it up because I didn't even start it. Open that. And I know for a fact that with Grislow being here, I am going to 100% regret this. But it is what it is. So, for those of you who don't know already, there's this thing called Dixper crates. And with Dixper, you can buy crates and use them to scare the crap out of